manifestation, that's when you know it's going to be exactly what you never knew you always wanted. Just like this sign was for me. Until then, just chill and enjoy life and be happy to be alive and count your blessings. Do things that if they multiplied and came back, you'd be happy to have them return to you. Because that's literally what's going to happen. And just enjoy being alive. Enjoy the unfolding of it. Because it's constantly unfolding before us. And when you have that strong urge to go, you should go. Because more likely than not, it is something for you as significant as this sign was for me. Miracles do happen. And they happen when you least expect them over the things you least expect them about. Now, if this sign had meant the world to me, if it was like, oh my God, I have to have a sign. Oh my God, I have to come up with a perfect design. This is so important because this means the world to me. If I felt so strongly about it like that, it couldn't have come in like it did so perfectly. Because that feeling, all those feelings that I just described, as a matter of fact, they're feelings that are fueled with resistance. They are feelings that are resistant, completely resistant to allowing. And so you know you're allowing when you appreciate it even though it's not there, and when it does not matter if or when it ever comes. In the end, it really is no big deal. And that can be difficult sometimes, but it is possible when you make right now and its current blessings more important than anything that you want. When you make your attention to what is that you love in your life more important than anything that is not, then you can want lightly and receive easily. When it's too big of a deal, it makes it hard for it to come in. That blue was entirely too potent. I forgot how strong that blue comes out. I have another one here. I have a big bag full of different mochas. So that was my experience with this sign. And I really love to share that experience because there were so many different external elements at play in the receiving of this wish. And it was something that was like not a big deal whether it happened or not. It was something that I had totally not even had on my radar as far as I'm waiting on this, I'm expecting this, blah, blah, blah. The only thing I was expecting was for the universe to work something out in my behalf. I expect that every day, as we all should, because every day is another day that the universe is constantly working things out in our behalf. And if you know that, then it makes the receiving of gifts like this so much easier, because you're just knowing that all things are conspiring for your own blessing, benefit, and happiness. In addition to this sign, when I realized all that was at play in bringing about the manifestation of the sign, like I said, such as the artist with the welding materials and desire and talent, not to mention the inspiration for my design, it brought to mind also, Love Source brought to my mind my license plate on my classic car. I had always wanted a classic license plate, and I got the number 500X, which to me was a huge manifestation. But I didn't realize that it also was a sign when it happened. I did not realize that it was a sign until way later. I want to say I realized it around the same time, about a week after this sign was up in front of my studio. And I was realizing all that went into play to have a welder make it for me and design it for me and deliver it to the mechanic shop somehow. However it got there, I don't know. I really would like to know who made my sign. I would really like to know the story behind how it got there. I guess I'll have to go back to that mechanic shop and ask him, how did it get there, and where did it come from, and what can you tell me about it? I guess it's valid questions that maybe he might be able to answer. But I also feel like it's not even about, for me, where or how. It's about the fact that it did and it is for me, more so than anything else. Because it was just a thought. The way I would describe it was a flutter of a thought. It wasn't even like I'm really going to think about this for a minute. It was a thought that fluttered past the corner of my mind, and then I let it go. And it became something very real in my life, that I would have this sign. And now, aside from the sign, what it was, it's inspiration to so many people, because I've told this story so many times, and every time I tell it, it's always to the thought of helping people to see how living a high vibration lifestyle and looking for your blessings brings rich reward, brings much satisfaction and pleasure. And it also has to do with the fact that that's like my desire for all of us, that we could live in appreciation and pleasure and satisfaction of each other in our life and all that we've been given, because we are so blessed. And it's not even that we're blessed, it's just this is what we are. We are the beloved trust fund babies of this universe. That's why we're here right now. And the universe is always looking out for us and looking to deliver to us the things that we desire. All we have to do is be in a receptive mode to receive it. Anything that is off in our life is off because we turn the switch off. And we can turn the switch on. And it's about our vibration and what we believe is possible for us. Do you believe in magic? Comes into my mind. Because if you don't, you cannot receive it, and it cannot work in your behalf. But if you can perceive it, you can receive it. If you can hold it in your mind's eye, you might be able to hold it in your hand. I just want to share the beauty of living in the receptive mode, because it's there for all of us. All we have to do is receive it. It doesn't require hard work. It doesn't require stress and strain. It doesn't require hours upon hours of painstaking study. Of course, yes, you study because there's something you want to learn, but in reality, the big thing that matters, and the richest of the rich around all around the world know, is 99% mind power, 1% action, and that 1% action needs to be and can only be inspired action. So do what feels right until you get that strong inner inclination and pulling to do something that's so strong that it's like that I gotta take a dump feeling, like I gotta go now. When it's that strong, you know it's a sign from the universe letting you know that now is the time. It's time to take action. It's time to move on that project. It's time to go somewhere, be somewhere, do something, create something, talk to someone. Whatever is that inspiration, when it feels that strong, you know. And the saying that comes to my mind that has so been popularized is, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. So until it's a hell yes, just do what feels right. So that's my story about my sign, and that's something what my sign looks like. It's hanging outside of Nail Fanatics Artistry Design Studio. Finally, an appropriate sign.
Thank you.